Well, if you didn't hear about it from the pop media, here's the news. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, formerly the most left-wing federal appellate court in the U.S., just ruled in favor of Donald Trump's recent ban on so-called Title X federal funds going to abortion mills like Planned Parenthood, signaling that Trump's 50-plus appointments to the federal courts are bearing fruit. Hi folks, I'm Gardner Goldsmith for MRC-TV, and here's the great news. As Mary Margaret Olohan reports for the Daily Caller, the court upheld the Trump administration's June 2019 declaration that taxpayer-funded clinics must stop referring women for abortions or be stripped of their Title X funding. But there's more to soak in. As I reported last year, the case stems from Trump's March 2019 move to withhold Title X family health tax moola from medical organizations that also engage in abortions. And despite supporters of PP claiming that the corporation isn't performing abortions in its clinics, for some odd reason, PP filed suit to stop the ban and keep taxpayer cash flowing to them. Indeed, Flax for PP often claimed that all PP did was advise women on where they could get abortions. But this is belied by the fact that the world's largest so-called family planning corporation, started by eugenicist Margaret Sanger, by the way, often refers women to clinics under its umbrella that perform abortions. While Trump's move wouldn't stop PP from referring women to non-PP abortion dens, it would withhold Title X cash from PP until it divests from its own abortion mills. Writes Olohan, the Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, followed the decision in June by alerting clinics that it would enforce the administration's ban. Planned Parenthood withdrew from the Title X federal family planning program, thereby foregoing about $60 million a year in August 2019, rather than comply with this decision. So, as you can see, and as I reported in August last year, the Dark Lords of PP decided it was more important to continue making money from their line of life-taking factories than to divest from them and keep getting Title X cash. Now, at the time, many leftists called this courageous and portrayed Trump as scandalously out of bounds. But as I noted in August, and as John McCormick wrote for National Review, the Title X statute actually specifies, quote, none of the funds appropriated under this title shall be used in programs where abortion is a method of family planning, end quote. Yet, despite trying to appear courageous for no longer demanding the tax cash, PP still pursued the case in court, and as of Monday, February 24th, it lost in the long leftist Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. And this will prompt many collectivists to flip their proverbial wigs. But it's important to keep a few things in mind. First, the claim that PP only engaged in advising women on where to get abortions is belied by PP's own ties to abortion mills to which it refers women, as McCormick noted. In short, the gag rule isn't really a gag rule. Planned Parenthood is free under the regulation to provide abortion counseling, but it doesn't want to separate its contraception business from its abortion business, as required by the statute establishing Title X. Second, the $60 million that Planned Parenthood courageously declined in August appears to have been turned away because Planned Parenthood refused to split its so-called family planning sites from its abortion industry, and also appears to have been declined because high-ups at PP and their lawyers might have suspected that the Ninth Circuit would rule against them, which just occurred, and they wouldn't be getting the money anyway. But the most important fact this story tells us is often missed. And that's the reality that the U.S. Constitution and fundamental ethics do not sanction tax cash going to anyone for any health care at all. The entire paradigm of Title X is completely fraudulent, and it would be nice if the judges in the Ninth Circuit ruled on that. We might not see judges challenging this corrupt practice. But we can. We can do so in the court of public opinion. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone, on this day of big news all around the world. I wanted to make sure that I got this out to you as soon as possible, that we could share it with friends and talk about it on YouTube, in the comments, anywhere with your friends. Please feel free to spread the word. As you know, touchy issues like this are often not looked upon very fondly by social media bigwigs. So it's up to us to spread the news and share links with friends in any way we possibly can. Hey, don't forget, if you were interested in the great fashions, head over to MRC-Store and you can see that great t-shirt and many, many more. And please visit MRCTV.org to find out all of the breaking news that the whole team is covering. For MRC TV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.